G'day you cheeky dogs, today we are doing a deep dive into the Bluey character Snickers. I am so excited to share with you some of the details about Snickers in terms of his design, personality, the changes that have happened with his bio, some of the theories involved with Snickers as well, and just some other cool little details that maybe you might not know about with our beautiful little sausage dog Snickers.
The crocodiles are gonna get us! And then a crocodile flew out of the sky and bit me on the bottom!
Now, one of my absolute favorite things about Snickers is his actual name. And yes, obviously Snickers seems to be based off of the actual chocolate bar Snickers because of his coloring. However, he has different names in different countries.
That's it, Snickers!
In the Polish dub, his name is actually Waffle, like waffles. In the Brazilian Portuguese dub, his name is Sausage, which of course makes sense, he is a sausage dog.
Oh, we're gonna fix you up, mate! We've got a sausage dog.
In Finnish, his name is completely different and nothing to do with food. His name is just Nikke, which means life. And apparently, the lucky color with it is yellow, and I guess he wears a yellow hat, so maybe that's why. But honestly, I don't know. If you're from Finland, please let me know down below.
It's windy! No!
And the other change I noticed as well was the South Korean version, and I think that's more of just a pronunciation thing, but his name translates to sneakers rather than Snickers. So he's based off a shoe.
Oh no, I hate to be in their shoes.
But I am really curious. Please let me know in that comment section down below, what is Snickers' name in your country where you watch Bluey? And if it's different, if it's the same, or if you would call Snickers anything else, what would you call him?
I'm coming! Where are you? What was that?
Also, while you're down there, if you love Snickers, obviously hit that like button as well. And if you want to see more Bluey videos, that subscribe button and that bell as well, so you know whenever I drop them.
Give me a villager, or I'll breathe fire on your whole town.
All right, let's go into his design now though. And something I really love about it is the reference to him being like a Snickers bar, especially in the new Bluey Friends intro. His name, when it disappears, is the only one that disappears by being chomped out like it's being eaten as if it was a Snickers bar. Now, aside from his iconic Snickers coloring, he does of course wear a fantastic yellow and green Legionnaires hat, which of course has Australia on it. Green and yellow are the Australian colors as well. But one of my favorite little details of it is all the way back in Baby Race, this line that we can hear from the mums talking together.
Yeah, isn't that a cute hat? It's like he was born in it.
So I think that's just a really funny little nod as to why he was even wearing this hat when he was a little baby all the way up until now. Because yeah, he just is obsessed with this hat and that's all he ever wants to wear.
Run your little sausage dog legs! I can't run any faster! Oof.
Now, Snickers first appeared in the episode Shadowlands, and he has been in 14 episodes in total, plus one of his own little mini-sodes bonus bits called Canine News. And apparently this whole Canine News thing is something that he really loves to do all the time, because on his bio it says how he loves to pretend that he is a reporter all the time.
Welcome back to Canine News. I'm your news anchor, Snickers.
And I think it's this bonus bit that also supports the idea that he is an only child, because we can kind of see him, what I like to think of is some only child tendencies where he laughs at his own jokes, he's mostly playing with himself and pretending to be all the different roles and things like that.
Incredible. Back to you, Snickers. Thanks for that, Snickers.
But it's not just that. Like I mentioned, he's in 14 other episodes, most of the time as a cameo in them, but in basically all of these cameos, he's always playing alone, with a really happy grin on his face, but usually he's always alone.
Giddy up! Snickers, we need you! But I'm playing on that! On!
His mum's page as well also only references him and how she loves to dote on him only. So again, I do think that Snickers is probably an only child.
Polly is our baby and I need to get to work, so... Tag! You're it, Snickers! I'm gonna get you! Snickers!
However, this is where we kind of get into one of the theories with him, because he was missing in the biggest Bluey episode ever, The Sign. And this is kind of odd because he was in that very special intro, but he just wasn't at the school for some reason. But his mum was at the wedding. So his mum was part of the episode and yet Snickers was not. And even his mum's bio on the official Bluey website talks about her being at the wedding and trying to catch the bouquet. So why was Snickers not there? A couple of different theories is one, yeah, maybe he was with his dad or at his dad's house. Perhaps it's another one of those situations where it could be different types of co-parenting. Maybe he was sick with rabies.
I had rabies.
And I did see a few people on Reddit talk about how like animating him is like kind of hard, but if they can animate his mum, then they can animate him as well. So I'm curious. Let me know in the comment section down below. Why do you think that Snickers was not in the Bluey episode The Sign?
Yeah! Sausage Dragon! I command you to free the king's daughter!
Never. I'll eat her now.
Now, as for Snickers' like professional biographies and personality traits that we learned from the Bluey website, his old bio versus his new one is very different. So the original description said, not the most physical kid, but loves machines, atoms, and the stars. Not the most physical kid, I don't really understand because we see him doing lots of physical things like rolling all the time, like sausage dog rolls. So yeah, he does do physical things.
Sausage! No!
The loves machine part, again, bit of an odd one. The only machine we've really seen him with is like the pretend helicopter for like the K9 news bit and the episode helicopter.
This is the helicopter traffic report, and we're brought to you by Hammerbarn.
And then atoms and the stars. We've never really seen them do any sciencey things at school or with atoms or stars. So again, I feel like this is maybe just one of like the animators or even just the person in charge of the website back then being like, let's just put in some things that kids like, and they put it with Snickers.
How many hippos have we got there?
Can I have a lollipop?
Which is a shame because I would love to see maybe a mini-sode with Snickers, you know, doing something with a rocket ship about atoms and stars. Like, I think that could be a really focused on science-based kind of mini-sode. Perhaps it's even a missing one that was once written and it's out there somewhere but was never made. Now, as for Snickers' new bio, this one does of course link up to a lot of the episodes that we've seen him in so far. So it does say that he loves cupcakes, which of course is from the episode Shadowlands.
Cupcakes!
Sprinkles!
A cupcake for each hand, Snickers. You got it made in the shade.
It also says that he loves water blasters, which is what we saw him running around with in the episode Handstand at Bingo's birthday.
No probs.
I'll get you!
And most of all, he loves being a sausage dog.
I love being a sausage dog!
There is no mention whatsoever of his old biography. And yeah, this new one kind of focuses a lot on like talking about his physical traits or liking his physical traits or focusing on them, I guess you could say. In particular, his frustrations with it, which of course comes from the gag about him not being able to sit properly.
Snickers is heavier than a pet rock. Aren't you?
I think so. Whoa, I can't jump that far. Look at my little legs.
Up you get, Snickers.
I hate being a sausage dog.
Again, the most like common Reddit questions I could see about Snickers was, how come he can't sit properly in typewriter, but he sits perfectly fine in Baby Race?
Hey Snickers, what's wrong?
Everyone else has learned to sit except me.
But after a lot of practice, eventually, you sat up.
Huh? That doesn't make any sense.
And this is like a basic physics thing, I think. Like, obviously in Baby Race, he's a lot smaller and like compact and the same size as the other kids. So yeah, he's not gonna have an issue. But as he's gotten older, he's also gotten longer. Or as he's gotten bigger, he's gotten bigger. So that's why like he struggles now sometimes to do it, but like in episode Seesaw, he can still do it. But let's talk about his breed, because yes, he is a sausage dog, or also known as a dachshund, or I've seen some people pronounce it like duskhound. I don't know, in Australia we say dachshund. And people were kind of mad about how they portrayed him as a dachshund on Bluey. Because they're actually bred specifically to dig. Like, they're meant to be digging to dig burrows and get into like hunt badgers basically. But of course in the episode Mums and Dads, they make a whole joke about how he can't dig.
Snickers, you don't like digging holes, do you?
Not with these little sausage dog arms.
Great.
So I do think this is like obviously a bit of a funny joke about his design in Bluey in general, but it is interesting because usually Bluey is pretty like on point with like how they portray the dog's personality traits from real life into the characters in the show. But in this one case, they literally just did the opposite.
Put her down!
You can't stop me.
So the knight fought the sausage dragon with all his might.
But something thing to note though is that he is one of the favorite characters of a couple of the animators, as we've seen them post about it on Twitter saying how much they love him. And I do also love that the animators gave him for like his Halloween costume, like one of the most simplest designs of just throwing a sheet over him and him being a ghost. A missed opportunity obviously of him dressing up as a chocolate bar. But cheeky dogs, let me know in that comment section down below, what do you think of the character Snickers? Would you like to see more episodes of him in the future? What do you think his family dynamics are? And yeah, do you want to see a sciencey based Bluey episode? I want to know all your thoughts and feelings down there. And of course, while you're down there below, don't forget to hit all those buttons there as well. Also, if you ever want early access to my videos, as well as some special members only live streams and posts and special discounts on merch and things like that, you can also click that join button down below as well, or in the description box there to become an official Cheeky Dog member. But until I have another video out, I have picked you Cheeky Dogs out a few other videos that maybe you would like to watch, and I will see you all in another video. Mwah! Bye!